So all of you media who came out, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out to come here to help us, spread the light of Diwali. Because if it's not for you guys, from ITV Gold, from West Indian, from Caribbean Life, with, Tangerine, my dear friend from Brooklyn, came all the way here. She's writing independently now. And I mean, so many, Michael Shane from Times Ledger is here. So many of you guys, and Navin Pagu from Akash Media is here. We have so many media here, and we really, really wanted to have something in the newspaper because, like I said, Diwali Motorcade usually makes the front cover every single year. And you know what? I want to make sure, I'm not sure if we're going to make the front cover this month. I hope we do, hint, hint, to all the newspapers out there. But I wanted to make sure that there was something about Diwali that people could read, that people could see on the television. Imran from ITV Gold, as soon as I called him, he was like, no problem. Kalamo is here, Nirmal is here. So many, but I missed you, please, I do apologize. I have Leon here, I have Action News here, I have so many of you guys. Leon is from Little Diana 592, and I'm sorry if and telling them, oh, put us front cover. No, you guys did that yourselves. Planet Christian is always making it in the newspaper. All of the kids are always making it. And it will continue. So this year, even though there was no Diwali Motorcade, it's still going to hit the newspaper. It's still going to hit the TV. It's still going to hit the radio. And that way, everybody will still have something to be proud of. And, be sure there are virtual concerts next week. Everybody's doing a virtual concert. Abichun will be doing a virtual concert. DVHOT Association will also be doing a virtual concert. So look out for that on social media. I see my friend Dave from Dave's Barbershop is here as well. Thank you so much, Dave, for being here. And I just want to make a special mention again to thank the police department who has come out here. I want to thank, even though we didn't reach out to our sponsors this year because we weren't really having a Diwali Motorcade, I want to mention some of our sponsors in the previous years who has helped to put together the annual Diwali Motorcade. I want to thank, of course, all of the radio programs, all of the TV programs. This year I want to especially thank Queens Arts Center, Queens Economic Development Corp, Shakti Sari and Spiritual Store. Guys, do not leave. Shakti actually made special gift bags for each and every one of you. So I want you to support those who support us. TD Bank, Digicel, Western Union, Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge, Dear Flowers by Shanta. This beautiful stage was done by Auntie Shanta. Sibyl is right behind us. Sevabi Foundation, Countertop Master Chem, Nirvana Humanitarian Foundation, who has been handling all of the sound for us this evening. My Indian Nursing Home. I have two guys that come all the way from New Jersey every single year. They're the first ones who call me and say, what are you doing for Diwali? What are we doing? When is it? And that is Sham and Sam. They always stay in the background, and that's what I mean background because I can't even see them. Okay, Binara is here from the Ari Spiritual Center. All the guys who came together to put this stage together, the police department, and again, so many more of you. But how could I leave out our beautiful Lakshmi? Oh my goodness, look at her. And I gotta tell you, her name is Stephanie. Stephanie came all the way from the Bronx, and I fell in love with Stephanie 2 years ago. When she came down Liberty Avenue, she was she was Pandit Ramdas Lakshmi, and I stole her. And honestly, I think he's upset with me. I stole her because I fell in love with her, and she was our Lakshmi last year. Her Auntie Val dressed up our float. Auntie Val, stand up. She helps us so much, and again, this was put together in 2 weeks. And, I called her, I think, Monday, and I told her what's going on. She's like, now you're telling me? Now? Why is you last minute? I said, oh, God, my mother told me last minute. About time. And we fell in love with her. We made her our Lakshmi last year. And this year, like I said, Monday, I called her and I said, could you be our Lakshmi? And she says, Mama, I would love to be your Lakshmi. And, she instills godliness in her. And I don't know. It's like it was so hard because normally we try to get a different Lakshmi every year, but for some reason I can't seem to not want her. I have to tell you, Vijay, though, we all fell in love with your Lakshmi. It was like, oh my gosh, she's so sweet and so cute. But Stephanie really takes her time. I want to thank Chandani and Sandy from the Madrasi organization as well. They dressed her. I want to thank Pandit Krishna for giving her this crown. Auntie Val for helping dressing her as well. Everything, you know, a lot of the things that you see behind her is from Dia Shanta Flowers and also top-notch decorators, so please check them out. You guys surprised I could talk this much, right? But anyway, we're still trying to fix that. But I also want to let you guys know, I want to let you guys know a little bit about a task force. Well, actually, I shouldn't announce them just yet. We'll have them come on in a little bit. But you know what I'm going to do? I am going to bring up Uncle Kishore. Uncle Kishore Sinarayan is, I mean, all of you guys know him as the Master of Ceremonies. He is probably the most popular Master of Ceremonies that we have in the Indo-Caribbean community. He has been here for many years, helping, coaching, directing. But he was also part of the very, very first Diwali motorcade. And I would like Uncle Kishore to tell us what you have observed throughout the years when, you know, when there was just a handful of people to what it is today, because you have been there from day one and you continue to support. He used to MC all of the Diwali motorcades when Mom used to do it. I used to be small running behind the camera, but he used to do everything, and then now I kind of started as well. And he's just like, you know, Laksh, we have to train more people. We have to get more youth involved. And I want to ask him, you know, what has he noticed about the annual Diwali motorcade from when it started to what it is now, and where we would like to see it grow. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Kishore Sinarayan a big round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, Lakshmi. Before I share those observations with you, I just want to show another observation. If you look at Lakshmi, and you see there's a lota, and out of it, they're like little circles. Those circles are actually coins. And you heard earlier this evening 2 songs, which are the same song, Anna Dhan Ki Maharani. So let's look at Anna and Dhan. Anna means grain and Dhan means wealth. So Diwali, in the beginning, in the welcoming, I said that Diwali is a crop festival, and your grains and your harvest, that was your wealth. So Lakshmi is also the goddess of prosperity, and that's why you see the coins, indicative of wealth. Back to my challenge. So you heard about the Diwali motorcade and the 20 years. Before that, in 1989, was when the Diwali parade began. Now there was a parade and then the motorcade. The parade went down 103rd Avenue and went up to 107 and then came back to the ground. That was the parade. Now you feel the temperature now? Some years it was even colder. Auntie Dali talked about the ice and the rain and the snow. And we had actual diyas and candles that we were walking down the street with. This is 89. And then there were challenges to keep them lit. The wax would run over to your hand. You would go into the store and get cardboard and stick it under the candle. If you had actual diyas, which we were trying to be authentic, so we had actual diyas, the ghee would freeze. And then after a few years, I think 93, in the ground, we had a stage just like this, and we had one of Bollywood singers there, Nalin Dave. And that year was snow and rain again. And how you would mark that year, because it was the same year that a plane ran off the tarmac at LaGuardia Airport. That's how bad the weather was. But people stood and sang Diwali songs and celebrate Diwali with the diya in their hand and the candle in their hand. With the candle in their hand, in spite of all of that.
How long your battery last?
Then,
how long your battery last?
same as she mentioned, the parade stopped because the turnout began to dwindle. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Enter the conversation of Pandit Ramlal.
It's hard to get a battery to 3 hours with this one.
And she revived it, pumped new energy into it,
like
and created the Diwali motorcade that we have today. Ladies and gentlemen, give her the round of applause first. Then Lakshmi for carrying it on after she passed it on. And in the beginning of the program this evening, I mentioned the moment of pride that when you look at the people in the gold and the black, they are the committee. Their youthful determination, their energy is what have this program for 20 plus years going still. And that deserves a round of applause. And if you look in the cultural organization, while you're giving your applause, if you look in the cultural organization and you have senior citizens who keep thinking of the way they did things 50, 60 years ago and not giving the youth a chance, know one thing. When you passed, you're taking with you the knowledge and the opportunity. Today, we're giving them the opportunity. Lakshmi said that I emceed most of the parades. Yes, I did. And for most of the parades during Lakshmi's tenure, I said to her, I will be here to support you, but I want to see someone else MC the program. I don't want to become a senior citizen, taking with me what I have, whatever little I have, also with the opportunity of someone else becoming an MC for the program. I would like to see new people do it. I know Dan Paul mentioned in the beginning, when we started, and him and I go back to before the Diwali parade, the Phagwa parade. Back in those days, there was no funding for anything. 1 year I paid for it, 1 year he paid for it. But this was the determination and the investment that today has built fruit, that has blossomed to technology, to live broadcasts, to having all of these things being representative of Diwali. My observation is, give someone the opportunity. They will surprise you with what they can do. This is living proof of it. This is a scaled down version, but the pride is equally there. The euphoria is equally there. The emotion is equally there. The representation is taken out by, look at all of our media personnel. Years ago, we didn't have that. And for this reason, we have to give them credit for their vision, for their hard work, for their dedication, and putting all of this together in just a few moments.
Sanasani Cultural Organization never fails to amaze us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you one more time, a big round of applause for the Sanasani Cultural Organization. We're just, within 2 weeks. And, we always forget to thank those that are closest to us. And I want to thank my Divya Jyoti Association ladies. Please give them a big round of applause. See, Mommy, get to take a picture with Sanasani Cultural Organization. I see this. And, part of my team, I just want to mention who this team is. Part of my team, if you girls, you guys can see them. Well, first of all, we have our mother, Lakshmi. Stephanie, please give her a big round of applause. Okay, we're gonna angle you guys a little bit. Angle, okay? All right. And part of my team, she's my right hand. I always say when it comes to Diwali motorcade, she is my right hand. And please give a big round of applause for Vanita January. Yeah, you can go like that. I have my lovely sister Jenny, who runs around all the time with us, always deciding on what colors we're going to wear. You know, every time you see us dressed up, it's Sister Jenny over there always choosing the colors. Give her a big round of applause. My dear Sister Shelly, who runs around all the time with me as well. Please give her a big round of applause. Sister Mala, always background, what do you need, what do you need? Okay, don't worry, we got this, we got this. Kapadia, she always calls me, she says, what can I help you with? She has prepared some lovely prasadam for all of you guys. Pandit Krishna is here with us, all of the Pandits that are here, Pandit Chunilal as well. By Ramesh Nirvana Humanity as well. By Ramesh Nirvana Humanity Media. My girls, if you want to come in the front also to get, because you girls are totally blocked back there. Come here, Nirvana Ramesh, please get in there. I know you don't like attention. Go in the front, come on. Oh God, how funny. Uncle Kishore. Uncle Kishore. Roshan. This is going to be the final picture. I don't want the police to get upset at me. It's almost 8 o'clock. Okay? Vijay Ramjatan, United Madrasi Association, always helping us. Dr. John Paul. Uncle Suraj, come naman. You just listen, if it wasn't for Auntie Val and Uncle Suraj last year, this is the first year that I've seen such a beautiful float, you know, because normally we are running behind doing all that needs to be done, and our float always gets left behind. And Auntie Val said to us, does someone want to push up Auntie Raj? Come, Auntie Raj. Push her up, it's okay. Celine, push her up. This is one of the original moms. This is a beautiful picture, yeah. But I gotta still talk. Binaro's back there too. Binaro, please. Binaro, come on in. Don't worry, I'm gonna come. But if I left anyone out, if you know who you are, if you know you're a participating party here, please come in. Rihanna was one of our first Lakshmis. Rihanna, come join us. And she was all excited. This is a nice group picture for the newspaper. I'm coming, I just want to see. And those taco players still come today, and they give back to everyone. And his grandson Ray is here today, and Ray called me right before anything was what is going on? Wait, Shem and Sam paid $101 for their picture without having to do it. Happy Diwali, I love you, thank you so much for coming out. Until next year, keep lighting up the video. Good night. Thank you.